Hey, what's up, guys? It's Steve here with the R&SGaming. I'm giving you guys an updated virtual deck profile. I think this deck will be pretty safe after this, so let's get right into profile. For your starter, you play Lulu. She's your searcher. The main card you want to search with in the deck. And if it's not her, you use the spell. So, 3 Lulu. Also, all your virtual worlds, I like to mention now, they target another virtual card, so must spell a trap, and then they send the ones for the opposite type to grave. So, if you target a spell, you send a trap or a monster. And she could search any virtual world card, spell, trap, or monster. For your Monster Reborn, you play 3 Roshi. This guy, he brings back any of your virtual world monsters from the grave, and also he can pitch it and then bring it back as well. So it's pretty good. And he's the card you keep in your hand. If you want to make a level 9 synchro, you can make Shen Shen by yourself with this guy. So Shen Shen is your boss monster for the deck. Play 3 of Kieran. Kieran says target 1 virtual card, send 1 of a different type to the deck of grave, and then you send the 3rd type. So if you target a monster, you send a spell, and then when she after you send a spell to summon her, she will send another card, which has to be the trap, because you target the monster, you send the spell, now you have to send a trap. So it helps you load up your graveyard with each type. To me, I think it's the 2nd or 3rd best. GG, because it helps bring you follow-up play by adding your Lulu back to your hand after you finish comboing off and making VFD. Yang Yang help add banish cards, like face down banish cards at that, shuffle them back into the deck. So that's why she's so broken, and she reborns herself if a level 3 monster is summoned normal or special summoned to the field while she's engraved, and she brings herself back into tuner. She's pretty busted. 2/2 is alright. You don't have to play this card. I play it because it's another virtual name, another target that I can actually target, so I can send my spell and won't have to worry about sending my spell and having to send a trap or something. Because your spell, well, we get to that because we're coming up in spells and traps first. You got the DD Crows. You know, if anybody know me, I probably play this card in almost all my lists. DD Crow to me is one of my favorite hand traps. And just get rid of the card now. With the new little ruling, it's even more broken now because you could just get cards before they even activate a trigger from the grave. Just DD Crow just not good against Orchids, especially when they have a field spell, because it's a quick effect and it's cost to banish and stuff. So, Joel and Lockbird is, to me, the next most impactful hand trap other than Gamma and Nibble, because this card says no more searching, no more drawing. You literally have to send everything from your graveyard to your graveyard and it back to your hand. Not a lot of decks do that though. It's only very few. Cypher and Gear Gamma, which is another impactful hand trap, negates the monster and destroy it. And it gives you 2 bodies on the field. For the last hand trap, I play 2 Ash, which is very powerful against most decks, and they can hit more of a range of the decks than any of my other hand traps. Probably even more than Gamma. Well, I'm pretty sure it hits a lot more decks, even more than Gamma can hit. So for the spells, we play 3 of the Prosperities, because Prosperity allows you to banish 6 cards instead of 10, and not banishing none of your cards from your main deck. So all my cards in my main deck are safe. My Yang Yangs are safe, my spell traps are safe. My extra deck cards is not that important because you can just get them back with Yang Yang if you need to go into them. And the battle has damage don't really matter, because virtual order where they play, you can literally play something before you activate this card, make a Shen Shen or something, go in battle phase, attack, banish their monster, then activate this in main phase 2, and you won't have to worry about half the damage. All you have to worry about is not drawing cards that time. So, yeah. For other spells, you play 3 Queen Loons, because this helps you get you the trap. You activate this card at the beginning of your turn. It gets the Chuchi up so you can target it with your other virtual monsters, and it helps you easily send the other spells and monsters. because you necessarily don't really need the traps engraved. Your traps are just for extended plays if you need to extend like that. For the other spill, I play at 2. I used to play this at 3, but I kept opening this card. If you open it and you have to use it as a target, you can't send another, so it's kind of bad. So I play this at 2, so I won't have to worry about opening it. And if I need to get the banish effect, you probably have to be already having a virtual card engraved to actually use the negate effect. So it's better off mid game, and that's why you play 2, and you can always shuffle them back if they banish, or when you banish them off of Chuchi. And this card, if you need to get to a card to negate something like Vanity Ruler, you have this card that just activated from the deck, and you play multiple of these, you can shuffle these back into the deck as well. So there's no reason really to play 3 of this card. I cut it down to 2. Foolish Burial Goods, you don't want to open up multiple because it's dead, and this card is hard once per turn. Also, it doesn't really help you too much because it nags you more than it pluses you. Because your search, once you search with your spell, it's going to make you discard a card as well. So it's kind of like a double nag, because you got to get rid of one to just search one and then discard another. Yeah, callback ready for hand traps, because hand traps is devastating against the deck, especially in the grand game, and it can literally cost you the game off one hand trap. E-Telly, because it allows you to get to your Yang Yang or your Lulu for their psychic. For the last traps in the main, you play 2 Chuches and 1 Zongwu. You don't need 3 of this card, you play only 2, because they are all hard once per turn effects. And on top of that, it's like this card does nothing for your hand. So if you discarding it, you have better cards to discard. You discarded Yang Yang, 2/2 or something. That's way better. So you're better off just having 2, 1 for the grave to use and 1 for field to use. And then this one, you just use it for the grave effect, and you shuffle it back. And then if your opponent playing something like Dinos, you can use this with the Chuche to keep turning Conductor into defense position in the battle phase, because miscellaneous can no longer protect them. So that's it for the main. Let's get to the extra deck. 2 VFDs. The standard, you could play 3, but it's gonna get hit anyway, and I can't really find room for a 3rd one. I would have more cards with more utilities that have different effects. Zeus, because it's a god card, you gotta play it, and you play XZ. So Fan. This card is busted because it helps out a card on the field engraved by banishing them. It's like a miniature Trishula with like 100 less attack, and you just don't banish from hand. M7 because it can get rid of a card or grave or field back into the hand. Even your own cards like Roshi. Utopia Beyond, because when it's summoned, it make all your opponent's monsters to turn to 0. And it's a 3K beater, which goes well with your other Synchro 6 that you have. Gossip Shadow, because it negates a monster effect and turn it to draw each person to draw 1 card, which is pretty good. So that means your opponent discard a card for an interaction, then that means they're going to switch that card out with whatever card they draw, but you just plus the random card. Cloud Council at 2 because you make double BFD, and it'll help you bring back your level 9 synchros. Shao Fang, because you destroy it as a psychic tuner, any tuner from your deck to hand, I'm pretty sure. Shan, because Macrocosmos for the field, and it reborns itself every turn on your turn by banishing 2 monsters with different type attributes. Don't know how to pronounce this card. I still play the draw cards in here. Essentially, these 3 guys, because when you don't open up Pot of Prosperity, it allows you to continue to dig into your deck. And if you don't want to bet on open up Prosperity. I want to tailor my extra deck to put in other cards that really don't do anything when these cards do the same thing those cards does, but allow you to dig a little deeper into your deck when you don't see Prosperity. And if you don't have to use their draw effect. So, to me, I would keep those in, even when I'm playing Prosperity, because you're not guaranteed to see it. Vermilion, because it could destroy itself to add 1 and banish your banished 20 back to your hand so you can continue playing. For the side, 1 red reboot, 2 droplets, 3 triple attack, 2 3 Cosmics, 3 Lancias, and 3 Nibbles, but I got Phantom, so I do have 2 other Nibbles. They're just in one of my other decks. I have so many different decks. Well, that's it for the deck profile. Y'all stay blessed, stay safe, like, subscribe, make sure y'all hit that notification bell, and let me know in the comments how y'all feel about the profile and the cards I picked.